you already have in there. And if you don't have anything in there, you're broke.
What would your advice be for any young 5-year-old fellow?
What's that?
What would your advice be for a 5-year-old?
For a 5-year-old? Grow up.
How has looking at the universe all these years affected your understanding of our relationship with it, or our place?
Did you hear the question?
What's that?
How has your observation of the universe changed your perspective on our place in it?
I still don't get you. Slow down.
How have all of your years of observing
Yes.
changed your perspective on our place in the universe?
On our place in the universe? Oh, I don't know. We're still kicking.
John, how do you feel when you see somebody looking at the telescope who's never seen the moon in a telescope? How do you feel?
Well, as soon as they see the moon through a telescope, they've joined the minority. There are very few people that have seen the moon. When you consider the number of people that walk around on this planet, the number that has seen the moon through a telescope is very small.
Yes.
John, you mentioned about 20 years ago, and that's special on PBS, about you want people to see the universe, because if they don't see it, they won't think, they won't wonder. They're as useless as not thinking, but we're talking about seeing. Do you think language today inhibits us from learning about the universe? Schools and education are failing in that respect?
What's all this? I can't understand all this.
Do you think that the way that our language is constructed and the way that our school system is constructed is inhibiting our ability to understand the universe?
Well, we have the ability to understand the universe. I don't see anything that intimidates us.
How do you think about dark skies, and what do you think about the importance of having dark skies?
Well, if you want to see what the rest of the universe looks like, you need to keep this skies dark, yes. The light has to come in from outside. And if you've got it all lit up with the light that's coming from inside, you're not going to be able to see nicely what comes from outside.
We have a question over here. Laura.
John, you mentioned that the world changed you. You didn't think you had changed the world, but the world has changed you. And I'm wondering, in what way has the world changed you?
Probably in every way that I've been changed.
Are there ways in which you feel you have battled the world and the world won?
I don't get that one.
Are there ways in which you have battled the world, but the world won?
I still don't get it, even
Well, okay.
from you.
Well, that's fine, because I repeated it verbatim.
It's okay.
So the 24-footer telescope was your favorite?
Our 24-incher was, I've had the best show through the 24-incher that I've had through any other telescope.
So that was your favorite out of all the scopes you ever had?
Was that your favorite telescope? Do you have a
Well,
favorite?
yes, I think I would have to say of the telescopes that I've used, that's my favorite.
Do you have a favorite of telescopes that you haven't used?
Oh, yes, the Hubble telescope.
Yes, up in the back.
Have you gotten to use like the big professional scopes before?
Have you gotten to use the big professional telescopes before?
Yes, I've looked through the 60-incher on more than one occasion.
Over at Metwell.
Jupiter and Saturn look very big, very bright, and very fuzzy. If you want to see what they look like, get down on the sidewalk with us.
See you in the front row.
Do you have any goals that you still wish to achieve at this point in your life?
I'd like to see more national parks do what Bryce did. Leave the telescopes with the kids and get the kids to the park.
Why?
So that the people can see other things from the national parks besides trees.
Did you actually know that the National Park System has established an astronomy program and now has a director in charge of that program?
Well, I don't know about it. I don't know about all the things that they do in the national parks. But the national parks are the places where the American public and a lot of other publics also come to see what the universe looks like. That's where they get to see the sky. And if there are telescopes there, they get to see the sky a lot better than they did without them.